This vehicle sells incredibly well. It has a nice size, easy to maneuver in and out of traffic, and they just keep on making it better and better. So here we are with the 2017 model, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that it's the same product on the outside because it looks pretty much the same. The vehicle really is unchanged in the size. You get a new front and rear fascia to give it a facelift for 2017. This is the new sport model on the SE trim to get you the blacked out wheels. I'm not a fan of black wheels on vehicles, but that definitely is something that's getting attention. And under the hood, there's a new engine. But Ford and all of their literature about this car that they're spinning off to me to spin off to you is really all about the tech. I'm not totally sold on Ford's tech. They haven't done it incredibly well in the past, but inside, this is a comfortable vehicle, and we'll take it for a ride. Now, just like the outside, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the inside looks the same. It's modest changes, an evolution of the vehicle on the outside and the inside. First thing that you notice is the new sync system, and thank you, Ford, for changing this. They've gotten rid of the 4 zones, one in each corner, and now they've got buttons along the bottom to access things like your audio, your phone, navigation apps, and what have you. And it works much better and quicker than it had in the past. And Ford really pushed the envelope when it came to in-dash technology years ago, and they were punished for it through things like J.D. Power initial quality studies. So it's good to see that they've got a new sync system and it does work better. They've cleaned up the dash as well. They've moved the heat controls and the shifter. They've gone to electronic parking brake. So that's cleaned up the dashboard. New steering wheel as well that's now available as a heated steering wheel on the SE trim in Canada. That's the one that most people will buy to get the new EcoBoost engine. That comes with standard heated seats in the front. The instrument cluster behind is pretty much the same. They've reconfigured the center console as well to improve the cup holders, and they've made the armrest bigger in the center as well. So these are all very minor updates to a very successful product. What I can tell you after driving this vehicle for a week, the seats are very comfortable. So they have good density in the foam that feels supportive. My son got in this within literally 30 meters of pulling away. He says these seats are really comfortable. Same in the back. The seats are comfortable. This isn't the biggest vehicle in the class. It's probably kind of on the smaller side, but it's comfortable in here. Cargo area is useful as well, but overall, the dimensions are the same. A lot of the vehicle is the same. The way it drives, however, is not. And the improvements to the way it drives, I think, is one of the main selling features. Now, I got to tell you, it has been several years since I've driven a Ford Escape, and what has impressed me the most about this vehicle is the comfortable seats, in addition to the ride and the handling. This vehicle is quiet, it's smooth, it handles well. You know, you think about the Ford Focus and the Ford Fiesta, they really are champs when it comes to the handling department. Ford invests in a good electronic power steering system, so all of that is carried over from the previous model. They have tuned the rear suspension a little bit to improve dampening over bigger bumps, but all of the ride and handling of this vehicle has always been top-notch, and it all carries over. So Ford carries over 2 engines and adds a new one, which I think will be the volume seller. The base model is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, which in my opinion has been a great power plant and has delivered really good real-world fuel economy. The new engine is the one I have here. It's the 1.5-liter direct injection turbocharged EcoBoost engine, and it has 179 horsepower. For a comparison, it's just 11 horsepower more than the standard 4-cylinder engine. Torque is 177 horsepower for the new EcoBoost, only 7 pound-feet more than the standard base engine. Now, the problem I have with Ford's EcoBoost technology is they don't deliver good real-world fuel economy. This vehicle, I've been driving actually more highway than city in the week that I've had it, and I'm averaging just 12 liters per 100 kilometers in a combined city and highway driving, as I mentioned, more highway driving, and that's not good fuel economy. In my opinion, that base 2.5-liter engine has been a proven entity and delivers really good real-world economy. Here are the official numbers for the 1.5-liter, 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers in the city and 8.3 liters on the highway with all-wheel drive. Not close at all to what I'm getting in real-world conditions. But what can be said in Ford's favor is the fact that there are engine choices available. You look at the RAV4, you get the base 4-cylinder or you get the hybrid. Same thing for the Honda CR-V, you get one engine, and so on and so on. You've got 3 available engines, all of them using a 6-speed automatic transmission, which lets you dial in the fun factor because it is a good handling vehicle. This one has paddle shifters as well. So they've not gone the continuously variable transmission route, they've gone with what's tried and true. Ford has added some new technology to the Escape, including adaptive cruise control with forward collision technology, lane keep assist. They've also added start-stop technology to the engines to help improve fuel economy. They've also enhanced the park assist feature to not only handle parallel parking, but perpendicular parking. Now the Ford Escape starts at around $24,000. If you want the SE, it starts around $25,000. The Titanium is $31,000, but don't let that fool you. This vehicle starts at $29,000 with the all-wheel drive system, add in the sport package for the black wheels, and a bunch of additional tech. It comes out to $36,000, so the price can creep up rather quickly. There's all that available tech on the inside if you want it. I certainly like the new sync system, much easier to use and much quicker than it has been in the past. The 1.5-liter engine certainly has good mid-range torque, and I've enjoyed driving it. And the handling and the comfort is all right there. Ford already has the best-selling vehicle in the marketplace. They're basically going with an evolution over a revolution, entrenching this vehicle with new technology to maintain their lead. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. To watch a full review of the Toyota RAV4, click the picture on the left.